Alright, so it's about 11 o'clock, and I just took her temperature again. My thermometer that I have doesn't start actually reading until about somewhere around 90 degrees, and I left the thermometer in her for about 2 minutes, and it never registered. So I've burnt most of this propane tank at this point already. I've got 2 more 30-gallon tanks that I can bring out, and I've got 2 100-pound tanks, but I don't have a way to connect them. They have a different connection. It's the left-hand thread on the inside versus the the big square threads like you see on one you would use for your grill. The only hose I have that'll mate up to this heater is for the grill style. So I don't have a way to connect the 100-pounders, which means I don't have enough propane to get her through the night. I'm sitting here kind of doing the math in my head. I haven't made any progress that I can tell. She's basically just dying slowly right now. So I've got a choice to make, I guess. I know she's not dying of any kind of weird diseases. This is related to hard labor. Childbirth is what's killing this one. So if she does die, my point is I'm probably going to try and get at least get some beef out of her. Making lemonade here, right? Sucks. But vets are talked to 2 separate vets. Neither one of them thinks she's going to live. Before I even called him, I didn't think she was going to live. I knew that. She's obviously in bad shape. I can't get her upright in here in this little shanty that I've built. Just because I have to have a tractor for that, and I have to have the tractor with the loader pretty much at full lift, and I'm having enough trouble heating this area as it is. Propane heater's doing good, but not good enough. Down here towards the ground where she's at, it's probably 65 to 70 degrees. Maybe not even that. I've stopped moving. I was using my jacket to fan the heat down to recirculate it, try to get it down to her. I was pretty hot there for a little while. I was starting to sweat, but since I stopped doing that, I'm realizing it's not as warm in here as I thought it was. So I don't think this is working. Which I knew it was a long shot, but I had to try, right? So I'm starting to think the ethical thing to do is just to put her out of her misery, and then try to salvage as much meat out of her as I can. I don't know. So it's about 12:30 now. Still at it. She's actually showing some slight signs of improvement. It's not fast though. What I've been doing is I've got a board right here. I've been fanning over the top of the heater to push the warm air down on her. And I know that it's working because I can see her fur moving whenever I'm fanning, so I know I'm blowing that warm air down on her with the fan. It'd be a lot better to just have an electric fan out here that I could just turn on and then just sit here and wait. It's kind of wearing me out, to be honest. My arms are tired. beard. I'm gonna keep going though, because she is starting to show a little bit of improvement. I think she's moving around a little bit more. Her breathing is kind of oh, there's a hole there. Labored, which has me worried, especially with her on her side right here. My thermometer still doesn't show a reading. It doesn't show until like 90-ish degrees. It doesn't read anything. So we're going to be finding a new thermometer that will read lower than that I can use. I don't know. The worst part about this is that, I'm just totally unprepared for this particular problem. So here's my thought. At that auction that I go to all the time, they're always selling sets of trusses. They're already set up for like a 10 by 20 building or 20 by 30 building or something like that. So I think the next time I see something like a 10 by 20 building, just kind of a storage building, I'm going to buy the trusses. And I'm going to try to build up just a little shed basically. And if I can, I'll try to connect it to my pins. And then I'm going to insulate it, and I'll get some heaters set up in there so that when it's cold or rainy or whatever, if I've got problems, I can get the cow in there and at least keep them warm, and maybe I can prevent this particular problem from happening in the future. So, whatever, was going on before has been severely compounded by hypothermia in this case. So, if, and maybe I'll move a propane tank out there for heaters, or maybe there's electricity not far away. So maybe I'll wire it up for electricity, and I should probably do that anyway to have lights and stuff so I can work after dark. So maybe I'll just run electric heaters. I don't know yet, but I'm going to work on that. Hopefully next time I go to that auction, there will be something there that I can use. For now though, this sucks. It's wearing me out. But she's, I don't know, maybe starting to come around. She's moving around a little bit more. She started shivering, which could be, at this point, she's severely hypothermic. So seeing her start to shiver, I think maybe means that she's starting to warm up. Maybe kind of, body function starting to come back online. I'm not really sure what that means though. So, I don't know. We're gonna keep going though for a little while longer. See what happens. Well, I thought I had 2 more 30-pound tanks. One that was full and one that I've been using to cook with and stuff. But I don't. The other one was empty. The one that I've been using's almost empty. I went ahead and brought out this, you can't see it, 100-pounder. I've got a hose for it, but it was a cheap hose, and it failed. It started leaking on me, so I tried to crimp new ends on it, but I had never tested it. Tested it just now out here, and it leaks. So I didn't get there. Body temperature's not where it should be. Her breathing's gotten really labored. Okay. That's the end, folks. Time to put her down. Well, haven't been to sleep yet. Sun's back up. Chest full of meat. And as I was riding up, that is number 14. Brand new calf. So while I was killing one, 14 brought another one into the world. So 49 cows, that'll make 24 calves. One for one, I guess. Well, my ice chest won't quite close. It's not quite freezing outside, so can't just leave it out here. I got to get at least some of that cleaned up and put in the freezer, and then I might just run to town and get a bag of ice to throw on the rest of it. Do that later because I am worn out. It's been a long night. So, alright, back to work. This is 14, her new calf right here. She was walking kind of funny. Come out and checked on him a few times. But her back leg, she wasn't stepping correctly. And you can kind of tell even from this angle, her milk bag's not real full. Stretch. So I'm a little bit worried about that calf. I'm not sure if he's going to be getting enough milk off her. That problem with the back legs is how it started with number 8 that I had to put down this morning. So I'm also particularly worried about her right now. I'm debating right now. I'm going to watch him for the rest of the evening, but I may call into work tomorrow so I can keep an eye on these two. And look at this guy. Man, that's a good looking calf right there. Anyway, if she's still having trouble walking tomorrow, I'm gonna get a vet out here to clean her up. Normally you would wait 5 to 7 days, but at this point, so see that back leg that's still kind of forward? Let's see if she does it. See, that calf was nursing, but he doesn't have milk on his face. It's born this morning. It's after 4 now. There, see the way she's stepping. See how she steps too far forward with that back leg there, and then kind of stumbles. She's gotten better. She made it. She was way over there by the camper. So, what was I saying about that calf? I haven't really slept. I fell asleep for a little while earlier, but I haven't really slept at all since the night before last. My brain's a little scrambled here. I don't know how I used to do this when I was younger. Pull all-nighters. That was a terrible idea. The calf it's probably going on like 10 to 12 hours old and still walking around. So if he wasn't getting any milk, if he hadn't gotten any colostrum, he'd have been still laying down over there somewhere. And so I'm not sure. I'm worried about these two. I'm on this side of the fence because I'm wearing the wrong boots. Having trouble standing. Like I say, he's only 10 hours old though. She's gotten a lot better just as the days gone by. I don't know. Like I said, I'm gonna keep an eye on him, and I might take off work tomorrow just to keep an eye on him. I almost forgot. 56 has a calf as well. I didn't notice her when I was driving back because she was in the middle of the herd, but they all separated off and she stayed laying down by herself. Went over and looked at it, and they both looked fine. And surprisingly, it is a black whiteface calf, so black baldy. What, I never called that. So that's pretty cool. Next time I go out to check them, when I've got the right boots on, I'll go find that one and show them to you. Her, it's a heifer calf. So that's pretty cool. So 2 calves last night, which should bring my total up to 25. I'll count them to confirm that. There could be another one floating around somewhere. And then on my truck, I've got an idea as well with this reverse light problem. I just read on a forum where they're saying that the backup camera can have a short in it. And if you guys remember, I crunched my tailgate pretty good a while back, so that kind of makes sense. I might have damaged that, so probably not today. Another reason to take off work tomorrow, and I'll get in there and unplug that and see if that fixes the problem. So, alright, back to trimming meat. This takes a long time. Son of a bitch. This must have happened while I was trying to fix that other one. I didn't notice. Damn it. Ah. 14 over there. She's still walking around okay. Ah, fuck. Alright, so this is that little white-faced calf that belongs to 56, which is this one. She was laying down by herself off in the pasture. And with the weekend I've been having, I just snatched her up on the forklift and brought her back to the camper thinking something was probably wrong. Didn't have a fever though. Didn't have a suck reflex, which means she's probably full of milk. I called my uncle and asked him, and he said that Angus are notorious for just leaving them laying around when they're brand new like this, so that's probably what happened. I brought her here to her mom. She took her right back. They were all weirded out by me. Alright, so I'm going to take off work tomorrow, and here's what we're going to do. We're going to grab up all these girls that haven't calved yet. I'm going to stick them over here in my catch pen, so I can keep a closer eye on them. You cool, 29? What do you want? And maybe I can keep from losing another one. So this has been a pretty rough weekend. She bit my pants and then flinched like it wasn't what she expected. Alright, back up. Alright. Guess I'm going to keep this video series going. I think I'm probably up to about 3 parts worth of content at this point. So I'll roll it into tomorrow. For now, I think I'm going to go to bed. I'm exhausted. I still haven't slept. So see you guys in the morning.